alive. He has passed his test. Now you must make a choice. Above you is another of my subjects. He is about the same age as your son, and you have never met him. But he has a long life ahead of him. The glass elevator at the end of the hall will only fit one. Now you must make a choice. Save yourself and watch someone die. Or sacrifice your life for his. Let the game begin. The game has just begun.
Ah, Tap, my boy. Good to see ya.
It's been a while, Chief Jacobs.
Please, call me Henry. Yeah, don't mind us. We're just, processing the scene. You know how it is. The Force owes you a debt, son. Without you, we'd all be behind bars.
Michael, Solomon, each of you have an opportunity to escape this room. The first one to move their cage to the door will be freed. However, there is no prize for second place. You like stories, don't you? Well, here's the first one. The tortoise and the hare.
See you around!
You failed, Michael.
What the fuck?
But I'm giving you a second chance. You are a reporter. The public trusts the news that you give them as the truth. But the truth is that you write stories for your own benefit. Sons often suffer the sins of their fathers. But your father suffered your corruption. To escape this place, you will have to free those involved with your father's death. To truly succeed, you will need to not simply do what you are told. You will need to investigate your surroundings like the reporter you claim to be. Save their lives and find the story of your father's death. Discovering the truth will set you free. Hello, Henry. When you were promoted to chief of police, you vowed to rid the streets of drug abuse. But like any politician, you have become part of the problem instead of the solution. You have defiled the oath you made to protect the public. Now, usually when an officer of the law falls as low as you, they take their own life. They, eat the gun. Allow me to help you with that. Switch off all the lights on each panel, or it's lights out. Detective Tapp shot himself because he couldn't see the light. This is your chance to see the light by turning them off. Live or die, Henry.
We have to eliminate him, you understand? He knows too much.
But all he's done is help us. Why would we...
Shut up and listen, idiot. Those files his dad put together could put us in prison. All right? And you know what they do to cops in prison.
All right, whatever you say, boss. I'll find the kid.
Hello, Sarah. I want to play a game. You pollute your body with drugs and you sell your morals on the street corner for whatever you can get. Detective Tapp gave you a second chance. An escape from your addiction. But after his death, you slipped back into your old ways, didn't you? You are drowning in your own self-pity. Drain the water from the box by aligning the release pipes. But you'd better hurry. I don't think she can hold
Are you all right? Do you know your name?
Sarah. I'm Sarah. Your father and I was an informant for him.
Hello, Joseph. You are the lead vice detective in charge of investigating crimes involving prostitution and narcotics. But you don't put drug dealers in jail. Instead, you squeeze them for every penny, forcing them to work for you. You pollute the city you swore to protect. At each of your limbs are mechanical vices that, when triggered, will close one by one. The last vice will crush your skull. As an officer of the law, you have betrayed your badge. You have controlled people by taking advantage of their vices. Now those vices will control you. Let the game begin.
Fuck, man. I didn't think you'd spring me, huh? What did we ever do to deserve this, right?
You know what you did. What we did.
Yeah, well, you gotta make a living. What do you think, you're some sort of hero going around rescuing everybody? Please.
You're a good man, like your father.
You obviously didn't know my father.
He abandoned you. He told me. It didn't mean he didn't love you. It didn't mean he got what he deserved.
While you're completing this challenge, ask yourself this. Why are you willing to sacrifice so much for a stranger? Why you are willing to betray your own family? Hello, Carla. You are a doctor at a free clinic, pretending to help people in need. This would be admirable. Except for the fact that you steal pharmaceuticals and you sell them on the street. Your legs are attached to an elevator, and your arms to the ceiling. If you fail, the elevator will fall, tearing you in half. You feed off the addictions of the desperate and the destitute, perpetuating a cycle of addiction that is difficult to break. Well, let's see what your breaking point is.
Help! Help!
When you first started your game, a man escaped ahead of you. He did not pay attention to my clue and failed his test. You were his second chance. You hold more than his life in your hands, Michael. He is the only person alive that knows the entire truth. And you would ask him some heated questions, wouldn't you?
You try so hard to forget your past. I'm here to remind you.
Listen, Michael. I know he didn't have a warrant when he stormed Jigsaw's hideout. There's your story. The editor of the Herald is a buddy of mine. You give him that story with some proof, and I'll get you a desk. Think about it. You get what you've always wanted, and the truth comes out. The truth, Michael.
The difference between you and me is simple. You destroy lives for money. I save people from themselves.
But now, I think we can get through this, and I...
No!
Sorry, kid. Sweet girl and all, but these are the end times. When guys like us have to tie up loose ends, and you know she was a loose end.
Hello, Solomon. You knowingly work for criminal organizations, concealing their profits by cooking the books.
Oh God! Help me!
Now you would say that you are just doing your job. I say you give criminals their ability to pollute the streets with drugs. You are so
to know everything.
Okay. All I know is those cops, Henry and Joseph, they've been taking drugs from the evidence locker and selling them on the street. I just do the numbers, bank accounts, stuff like that.
Who else? Who else knew?
They have some doctor that helps them out with high-grade stuff. Dr. Song.
Carla?
Yeah, that's her name. And this druggy bitch who deals with the street-level stuff. Her name is Sarah? I think.
She was working for them?
They told me I would be arrested if I didn't help them. Your father was getting too close to something that he shouldn't have. He was in danger. There's something else. The man in the pig mask? You know him. He's a friend of your father's.
Hello, Michael. You hated dirty cops in their drug cartel. Telling yourself it was for money. The real reason, of course, was revenge. Revenge for a life of abandonment. You got more than you bargained for. Driving your father to suicide. And yet you've destroyed more lives than just his. Now your life rests in the sacrifice of a stranger. Below you is a man that you have never met. For you to live, he must sacrifice what is left of his life. Can he look past his own greed and selfishness to save just one person? Let's find out. Live or die, Michael.
Hello, Campbell. Your son is unharmed. He came to me, seeking answers, and he found them in the love of his father. Your willingness to sacrifice everything for a son you never knew was your test, and you passed. Now all you have to do is turn around and walk away. Go see your son.
So he's safe? He's not here?
Far away from this place.
I can't let him live in a world with people like you in it!
Game over.